Hello everyone, sorry it's been so long since I made a video. I just had a bit of a problem with my computer. It's not functioning right now, but I've had it for a while. It's just finally quit on me. So I'm trying to get a new computer to fix that. So until then, I'll have to use something else to upload. But that's fine. I just want to start getting back on track. So here's this video, to kind of be the start of that. I hope you guys had an amazing start to your new year. It's within the second week of January, so things are going good for me. I hope the same for you. But now, I've been thinking a lot of my own, perspective on life lately. And I kind of do every now and then, and I think everybody does at some point in their life start to think about, their place and things, even if it's just for like a minute or so, but then they go back to doing their own thing. But I really want to think about it. I really want you guys to think about it. Because for me, when I started, this trail of thought, it had nothing to do with my place in life. It started with me thinking about coma patients. And it's a really weird place for me to think about, because in a sense we like to think of them as brain dead, but they're not. They're alive, and you'll see sometimes depicted in TV shows, there's a coma patient and inside his head he's living his own little world, and that's kind of, I don't know what that's like. I've never been in a coma, wouldn't know how that goes, but it's weird to think about for me. Because, let's say that that's true. Well, then, it could very likely be possible that this, for me, is all in my head. With that kind of thinking. I am living in my own world here. It's very possible with that train of thought, But that would also mean that everyone I know, everyone I've ever met, and everyone I talk to is just a figment of my imagination. Well, how do I know that's true or not? Well, I don't. I just have to believe that it's not true. And that belief that it's not true makes that information true or not. It's a weird thing, because I have no way of knowing. I have to just believe that I'm living life, And then I started thinking, well, regardless if it's true or not, I'm accepting that this is the reality. Alright? But let's go back to thinking that this is all part of a coma dream. That would make none of this real. That would make everything around me part of me. And the brain can do an amazing things, so it's very likely that I could come up with, different personalities, which could also explain, personality types. The brain takes shortcuts to do things more efficiently, so why not have personality archetypes? It makes, it makes people easier to make. If not everybody's 100% unique, even though they are, And just going down this rabbit hole a bit further, I said, well, what if it is true that this is reality? Well, then, okay, I've got nothing else to go on. But what if it's not my reality? What if I'm a figment of somebody else's imagination? Somebody around the world, doesn't matter who, they have a coma. Well, it can't be true, because there are people I have never met, and odds are will never meet. If I'm to be a figment of their imagination, why would the brain make me exist if I have no direct contact, or even probably indirect contact with that person? Probably wouldn't do that. That's so. With that thought, I've kind of dismissed that. But its possibility doesn't mean it's not there, because there is a belief out there that I heard of, that I kind of dabbled in a bit myself, was the idea that nothing exists until your mind can perceive its existence. So in a sense, if I don't see it, I don't feel it, I don't hear it, taste it, smell it, it doesn't exist. Like, it physically is not there until I come into contact with it. And there's obvious, you know, loopholes in that. You know, like I could put a cup down, turn around, because I don't know of its existence anymore through perception. It no longer exists. But I turn around, it's still there. You know, so that's an easy way to dismiss that. But just going with that train of thought, it becomes kind of possible that that works. And I've just been jumbling these ideas in my head about, are we all part of the same thing? Are we all individual? You know, does it matter? Does it not matter? And I've come to the conclusion that in either instance, it doesn't matter if we are or not part of the same body, figment of imagination or not. It kind of just means that because it's all possible, it could, in a sense, be all true. You know, in both instances, which would make it, you know, makes me question, you know, what am I doing here? You know, what is my relation to other people? And I started going down that rabbit hole a little bit more, you know, until I got to the very bottom. And I've kind of just accepted the idea now that we are all one. Depends on how you look at it. The answer's still the same. We're all one. You know, we're one species. Or it could be one mind. Or we could just be one person. You know, we are one mass of something, but we are all one. You know, and yes, we are all individual. Your fingers are different from your toes, but they're still part of the same thing. You know, and if you start to think of it like that, it's almost a bit of a humbling experience. At least that's how it is for me, you know. And it's pretty neat to think about that, you know. And because of that, you know, you wouldn't want to hurt yourself, you know. So if you start thinking of people, your surroundings, society like that, why would you want to hurt other people? Why would you want to be mean or just dismiss other people? The homeless, the girl who forgot your coffee, or your boss, or your brothers and sisters. You know, when you start thinking like that, you know, it's kind of, why would you want to hurt yourself? So don't hurt other people. You know, we hear these things all the time, you know, the golden rule, do unto others what you want done unto you. It's stuff like that, and there's a lot deeper meaning when you really just start to think. And I'm not saying I'm right. I mean, my train of thought can be ripped apart with logic and its deficiencies and everything wrong with it, you know, but I'm not trying to sell you on this idea. I just want it, you know, you to start thinking, well, could this be true? Could this be possible? Well, I like to think it is, you know. And I hope you guys start to think about that too, you know. And I know I'm mashing my words, and it's hard to kind of get the clear picture of what I'm talking about, but I feel like I've said it enough to where you kind of get the idea. And that's all I want, you know, is to you guys get the idea across, and you guys to start thinking about it, you know. But I've got nothing more on that, you know. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great week, great year, great everything. Alright, stay chatty. Talk to you in the next video.